Hey guys, welcome back. Alpha Leo and Son Kokito is back again. How is your week? I hope your week has been great. And welcome to the weekend. We have a lot of matches in the FA Cup this weekend. So I'm going to talk about my darling Chelsea. The interview Enzo Maresca had with the press today. I'll mention it. I'll talk about it. And it's the transfer window season, which is January winter transfer season. I have a couple of news that I'm going to mention, talk about. There are some juicy, news that I will talk about also. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into it right away. First off, I'll go to the home of the citizens, which is Manchester City. So finally, Pep Guardiola is serious about the rebuild that people has been saying is starting, and finally he actually is going to get two defenders right now. And those two defenders are, global talent. They have a very, very great and bright future ahead of them. So first off, this one is a done deal. His name is Abdul Kadr. Yeah, Abdul Kode or Abdul Kadri. Sorry if I don't sound or say it correctly. Abdul Kadri Kusanov. So Kusanov is will be the first Uzbekistan player that's going to play in the Premier League, and he currently plays for Lens in France. So documents have been signed. He has actually signed a 4-year deal with City, and right now by Saturday over this weekend, he's going to actually fly and start his medicals either this Saturday or Monday. He's going to fly out to City to undergo his medicals. Bar, every other things, everything should be, settled and completed on Monday or Tuesday morning, and he'll be unveiled as well as a City player. So he was actually bought for 40 million euros plus add-ons. All right, that's the fixed fee plus add-ons. So Kusanov, sorry. Kusanov is now a City player. That's a done deal, right? That's the first player. The second player, City, is going to buy. Is going to be a defender as well, and his name is Victor Reyes. Victor Reyes plays for Palmeiras. However, if everything works according to plan, there's negotiation right now that he's going to actually stay on loan with Palmeiras till the summer. So he's not going to join City right now. He's going to actually, move over by July. So, but it has currently at an advanced stage, and Victor Reyes is going to be signing for Manchester City as well, second defender. So those are reinforcements Pep Guardiola is actually starting with. They are actually lagging behind. So because their player Diaz is the only defender that I can say central back that is good. All the rest are just makeshift, and so they need a replacement as soon as possible and rebuild as soon as possible. The last news, which we've been monitoring, and I just watch this space because I have a feeling that before the end of January transfer window, it's going to be a done deal, and his name is Omar Mamouche. Omar Mamouche actually is in fact, he has agreed on personal terms with City as we speak. So he's now left for City and his club to actually have an agreement so that City can complete the signing, right? So Omar Mamouche is going to actually sign for City before the January transfer window. That is if the club is playing for right now is not, that's Frankfurt. He's not actually, asking for too much, right, on the fee. But this guy is a very, very good, exceptional player right now in the Bundesliga. He's an Egyptian national and he's playing excellently well for Frankfurt right now. He has played 44, he has 44 appearances right now, and he has scored 35 goals, right, with Eintracht Frankfurt. So Omar Mamouche, it will be a very good replacement if the deal is completed. Just like Savino is doing very well now, Mamouche will be a good addition to the City front line. So attacking front line. So watch out for Omar Mamouche. If that contract is signed and if that player joins City, it will be an attacking threat in the Premier League. So Pep Guardiola, you guys have eye for details, eye for talent, and you're going for it. So that's a good one for the City fans. So to coaches that are changing jobs and have been fired, within the course of this week, coaches were fired. West Ham coach was fired, Lopetegui was fired. So he already has a replacement in Graham Potter, the former Chelsea coach, has already signed for West Ham, and he has been unveiled already as we speak. Finally, he has a new job. He assembled his coaches also back from staff, and he's already even looking at replacement. He wants to quickly use this January, opportunity to sign new players. So I'll talk about Chelsea outgoings. There's a player in Chelsea that I want to sign right now. So I'll go to that very soon shortly. So another coach that has been fired is Sean Dyche of Everton. Sean Dyche was fired during the course of this week as well, and there's a brand new replacement. In fact, it's not up to 4 days, that they already have an agreement, and the deal has been signed right now as we speak, done and dusted. This weekend, David Moyes, who was signed at West Ham, is going to join the Frederick Group, which is Everton. So everything is done and dusted, and the contract will be until June 2027. And before Monday or even Monday, it will also be unveiled as a new Everton coach. So he believes in project and he's going to join them by tomorrow, and he'll be unveiled either tomorrow or on Monday. So good news and congrats to David Moyes. He's back into management after he left West Ham. So those are the coaches that have been fired and also hired as we speak. So now let me go to Arsenal. Arsenal has no news in terms of transfers. People have been doing transfers all over the place or speculations. We can't really pinpoint what Arsenal is going at or looking at. All Arsenal fans have been calling for the head of Arteta, that they need an out-and-out striker, like a Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyokeres, Alexander Isak, because they have money now, but Arteta has not said anything about the transfer window or players I see coming. I don't know, maybe you want to rely on Havertz and Gabriel Jesus to, allow him to cross the finish line, because this is the best chance to win the Premier League when City it's off form, and Liverpool can also, fall. They are still on point right now, but before the season is over, there will be a time when they will, lack form. So that's what people are waiting for, so that Arsenal can capitalize and probably take the league. It's a season for them to take the league. If Arteta does not do it this season, I doubt he will be able to achieve that next season, because Chelsea will be a formidable force. Manchester City will bounce back, and Liverpool will learn their lesson from this season. So I wish Arteta the best. And let me go to United. United news right now is that Amad Diallo have finally signed his contract extension, and he has even received salary increment, and the contract extension is 5 years right now. So Ahmad is right now in the plan of um, Ruben Amorim, and Ruben Amorim really, really wants Ahmad to stay. He said he's a player for the future, and also including their left player that is playing in the wing as well. I'm trying to remember that. So it's going to actually sign Ganacho also, and also Kobe Mino. So those three players, he said, they are key for his future in that team and in this club, Manchester United. So they are going to look at how they can, build the game or the team around them. So Amad Diallo is signed until 2030 with a salary increment. So he has been unveiled already for the increment as we speak. So Manchester United also, another news, there are three clubs that are looking for the services of one away player or winger: Rashford, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, and Juventus. So these three clubs, have already inquired about his services right now as we speak. So we've not had any feedback, right, from the three of them in terms of United meet his valuation and the rest. No, we've not heard, because, sorry, those clubs meet the valuation of the guy with United, but we know that Rashford's salary is too expensive right now. So it's going to be a bidding war, and probably they will negotiate how they can share the payment of the salary, right? Because he's a want-away player. Ruben Amorim doesn't want him right now. He's not in his plan. So he's going to actually try to see how he can get away from Manchester United. Probably United also will count their losses and share the salary, weekly wages with the club that he wants to go to. So fingers crossed, before January ends, we're going to see Rashford leaving United possibly, right? So Juve, AC Milan, and Borussia Dortmund. Even Barcelona, even informed, they are inquiring about, okay, how much is it worth, or what's going on? Is it going to come on loan? So fingers crossed, we are monitoring it, and once a solid confirmation of the club that is serious to get the services, we're going to actually tell you about that, right? So that's for United. And to Barcelona, I mentioned it. Barcelona finally they'll be able to assign their player Daniel Mo. So that's no issue. They'll finally sign Daniel Mo. So they are looking at selling a defender, and the defender is Ronald Araujo. Ronald Araujo, Juventus have already showed interest, and they are working on this defender as a top priority right now. So Ronald Araujo is trying to leave also to play for Juventus. So the discussion has been within both clubs right now as we speak. So we see how it goes. Barca is losing financially. They are lacking financially. So they are looking at how they can free funds and also get more funds, more money. So those are the transfer news that I can mention right now, solid ones I can mention right now to save time. And also, we share another video and another update as we speak. So I'll go to the Nigerian national team. That's why I'm wearing a jersey in terms of a new coach. So my people, Niger, we don't get another coach now. Obviously, all of us don't know. So Eric Chelle, is actually a Malian international. He played for Mali, and also he's a French national, right? He's a French national. He played his career in France. He played in Lens. In fact, he played with Brown Ideye in Lens. So, and currently now he's our coach. He's Nigerian national team coach, and he also coached Mali national in the Nations Cup. He coached them in the Nations Cup. In fact, he nearly qualified them for the final. He lost semi-final against the winners, Ivory Coast. So this guy is going to actually try to qualify Nigeria for the World Cup. The qualifiers is starting by March, and we're languishing in like fifth position, right? We're contending with Zimbabwe, South Africa, Benin Republic. So, and the number of games that we want to play now is going to be a must win. And this coach must ensure that he takes us, over the line. We must qualify for 2026 World Cup. So that's next year. So it's a very, very, very tough job for him. And I wish him all the best. When I heard his appointment, people were saying that, how is he better than Eguavo, right? I don't know the reason why he was appointed. I have to be frank, right? But in any case, we have to wish him all the best. We have to forget all those animosities, all those negative vibes, right? And look at the results. We need the results, regardless of any person that is hired. Let us be positive and support him so that we'll go to the World Cup. Because I want to see my national team, my nation in Canada live playing, right? I'm going to see Canada, I'm going to see Nigeria. So that's the joy of the World Cup. So let us wish them all this team, NFF and the rest, the team, all the best. So, and I want to also advise or admonish NFF and the football officials, allow this guy to focus, no distraction. Because by the time you're giving him names, you're distracting him, he will lose focus and we may not qualify. So all lands must be on deck so that we make sure that we make it to the 2026 World Cup in US, Canada, and Mexico. So it's very important. So that's about coaches signing, transfer, and the rest. So over to my Chelsea news while I round it up right now. Chelsea, Enzo Maresca spoke about the FA Cup tomorrow against Morecambe, and he mentioned that The two players that are not available right now will be Ben Chilwell and Kani Chukwemeka, because they are outgoings. They will be leaving the club in this January transfer window. In fact, even Kasade is also leaving. There has been negotiation with Napoli, so we'll see if that deal will go through so that he can leave. So those three players, they are not available for tomorrow's game. And the players that have played very well, they are fit now. Rich James is fit now. Romeo Lava is fit now. So probably they will have some minutes tomorrow. But my lineup, from what I see, the training that happened, I can see that Magui is going to start. I know that guy is going to start against Mokamp. And I think Felix and Nkuku is going to play. And I see Rich James also trying to start so that he can, be fit enough. And, all the other players are good. Enzo Fernandez, Casedo, all of this, they are very good. So, and he mentioned about Fofana. Fofana will be back probably in the next 14, 16 weeks, but or before then, according to him, according to the player. So he's fighting, racing against time, and the time he's going to be back is going to be the latter stages of the EPL. So that's when we need the most. So we pray for a speedy recovery as well. And by now, by the shield, is going to be back next month, hopefully. So reinforcement that we're looking at in the transfer window right now is Magui of Crystal Palace. And there's no indication that we're going to recall Chaloba as we speak, but we'll see how it goes. That is, if Magui, we can't get him, we may recall him. But the way I'm looking at it, if we were able to get Magui for 40 million, because the quote of 40 million has been in the news, because we have a sell-on clause of the player when we sold him to Palace, and sell-on clause is between 15 to 20 million dollars. So if we had that to 40 million, that would be like 60, 65. So, and 65 ideally million pounds is the valuation of this player by Crystal Palace. So we're going to see before the end of January if Magui is going to actually leave Palace and come back and help Chelsea in our quest for the top 4 position in the English Premier League. So he's a very, very technical player, very, very disciplined player, intelligent player. He has a very, very good, area prowess. If he can jump very high, and a very, very technical ability is very sound. So you know what he played in the Euros. So he will be a good. He's a boy, anyways. He will be a good addition to the back line. Aaron Anselmino, is back at Cobhams. He even trained also with the players, but Maresca mentioned that he's not going to be rushed, so he's not going to feature for now. He's going to acclimatize, as you say, to the English league and also the environment, before we can start seeing him to introduce him to the game. But right now, he will not be in the concession. So thank you for liking, for subscribing. That's overall summary of what has transpired during this week and to the build up to the FA Cup tomorrow, right? So please continue to like and subscribe. I'm still remain your boy, Anson Cochito Alpha Leo. And till tomorrow, after the game, we're going to share another video to evaluate and analyze what transpired against Morecambe. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Cheers, guys. Bye.